Well, we're very pleased today to be announcing our 10-point plan to return Parliament to being the arena of accountability and to doing the people's business. For far too long, Parliament has spoken about reform, dating all the way back to the 1999 Corder report, into how Parliament should reform itself to be more accountable and to ensure more executive accountability to it, but also to make sure that the people's business is being prioritised over being a rubber stamp for the executive. Our 10-point plan, we believe, gives expression to those reforms, but also to the shortcomings that were highlighted by the Zondo Commission. I've always maintained that sitting alongside those architects and enablers of state capture at the Zondo Commission was Parliament. Because had Parliament been doing its job of holding ministers accountable, being able to really get its teeth stuck into state-owned entities, and had Parliament and MPs been empowered to do so, instead of being frustrated by presiding officers from doing their jobs, we could have headed off much of the ill effects and negative aspects of state capture. We could have prevented it in its entirety. So our 10-point plan focuses on how we give Parliament its teeth back to really become an arena of accountability, to pass quality legislation, but also importantly to be a forum for national public debate. Our country is in the winter of discontent. People are hungry, unemployed, there's an energy crisis, there's a fuel crisis, there's a food price inflation crisis, and there is a cost of living crisis. Parliament should be engaging on all of these issues and providing solutions to the people. Instead, it's not. We've also seen how the current speakers falling into the same furrow that the previous speakers fell into in terms of protecting the president over holding him accountable. The speakers refused a DA's request to create an ad hoc committee to hold the president accountable. We believe the 10-point plan is going to be an integral step to returning Parliament to the executive accountability mechanism that it needs to be, in which the Constitution directs it to be. It gives it its teeth back, it gives it powers, and will create an enabling environment for members of Parliament from all parties to genuinely hold the executive accountable and make sure that they're representing the interests of people. We're calling, of course, on civil society, other parties represented in Parliament, the media and others who are all frustrated at Parliament's inability to do its job, to get behind these reforms. They're going to be driven in the Rules Committee, they're going to be brought through private members' bills, they're going to be brought through proposals in a variety of other forums here in Parliament to really restore Parliament to its rightful place at the heart of our democracy. This is essential. You cannot have a constitutional parliamentary democracy without a strong, effective Parliament at the centre of it. Our plan places Parliament back at that centre, and we're calling on the public to get behind it, to put pressure on members of Parliament, to make sure that they are behind these efforts, to give power essentially back to them by empowering their representatives to do their jobs.